Okay, you've got NAMM going on in Florida early next month.
Yep.
February, right? Carl White's going to be speaking on the 7th down there. You know how like a lot of loan originators have the roller coaster book of business? I know you'll be there too. But you know the whole roller coaster thing? You know, you have good months, bad months. He's going to teach you how to level that out and always have good months. So it's February 7th at NAMM. Click the banner you see right here over on your right. You might have to scroll down a bit. If you're watching on your mobile device, go way down past the comments. You'll see his banner there.
Yeah.
And then settle down. And then if you're on Facebook, there's a link somewhere here where you can go ahead and check that out and register. You'll be there too, so quit yeah.
I am. Well, just click the button. Whatever you're looking at.
Well, hey, you gotta be able to say these things.
Just click the button. It's somewhere around here.
Let's get going.
Okay, so the overhaul of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac seems to actually, finally, Frank, be started, and their stock is more volatile than Ike and Tina's relationship. Have not used that one in a while.
Long time.
Now, it's a yo-yo. You see, it's going up and down. Investment groups like Discovery Capital Management, Blackstone Group, and Pershing Square Capital Management have been buying and betting on privatization of the two government-owned enterprises. Frank, let's not call them government-sponsored. Let's call them by what they really are. They are government-owned. They're owned by the government.
So that's why their stock jumped 170% a couple of days ago and came crashing back to reality yesterday.
Ooh, not good.
Who knows what today's gonna bring? So let me tell you, you know what? You know, we told you guys these groups buying common stock thinking that they're gonna hit gold are actually gonna get stuck holding coal. Now, how do we know this? And they don't? I don't know. Perishing Capital?
You guys.
You might want to hire us as advisors.
I mean, they've spent millions of dollars on this stuff, Frank. They ain't gonna get jack squat! So the question, now that this whole thing has truly begun in earnest, are Fannie and Freddie, they gonna go away, Frank?
I hope not. I really hope not. Because we'd be absolutely screwed if they do.
True.
I mean, here's how it goes. A 2008 law that put Fannie and Freddie into conservatorship in the first place specifies that the two companies must technically be liquidated if they are to exit government control. And because an overhaul is taking them out of conservatorship, they gotta go. But with all the money the government has made on these two golden geese, I mean, I find it hard to believe. Not to mention the fact that the government never misses an opportunity to meddle, and oh boy, do they have one here. And two,
so when is this going to happen, Frank?
Okay, well, the reason that the speed of this entire process is important is because, as the administration knows, the economy isn't getting any better.
Frank, when is this gonna happen?
Housing defaults and delinquencies are not going to stay where they are. They've been in conservatorship for a decade because we've been in a benign environment. The sooner they act, the more decisively they act, the more certainty the market has, and then the less systemic risk.
Don't parry my joust, Frank, you sword fighter. I asked you a pointed question. When is this gonna happen?
18 months.
Okay, moving on here. What shall the cost to the taxpayers be, Oracle Frank? I ask thee.
Okay. As a reminder, unlike most corporations, the two enterprises have almost no retained capital. That's because of a 2012 law that amended the 2008 rescue plan to direct them to sweep capital, all of it, to the Treasury Department under a deal between the Treasury and Outing's predecessor in late 2017. They now hold the slimmest of capital, just $3 billion
How
each.
much is it going to cost the taxpayer? Just get to the point.
Well, I mean, as for the correct amount of retained capital in the future,
Frank, how much is it gonna cost?
by a lot of analysis, it's probably somewhere between $150 and $200 billion. That's what Outing told FHFA staffers anyway.
150 and 200 billion dollars?
Yes, Brian, it's going to cost taxpayers more to get rid of Fannie and Freddie than it did to bail them out. This will be floated, of course, by the taxpayer. And just like the bailout.
Ah, Frank, it's gonna cost more to get rid of Fannie than it costs to bail them out.
Right?
Now I'm starting to see how the government through the Treasury is gonna find a way, I don't know how, to keep their claws in these government-sponsored golden geese.
Well, let us know what your thoughts are. What's going to happen? The anticipation is killing all of us. Leave your comments down below. Do us a favor, forward, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you here later. The National Real Estate Post.
Later!